the initial shock. She lost. Alex Eala lost. And here is exactly why you need to watch this entire video. Coco Gauff. 6-0, 6-2. 1 hour and 7 minutes. That's the result. That's the scoreline. And if you just look at those numbers and walk away, you've just missed one of the most beautiful stories Philippine tennis has ever seen. Stop scrolling. Sit down with me for a minute. I need you to understand this. This week in Dubai isn't about a girl getting beaten by Coco Gauff. It's about a star being born under the brightest spotlight Philippine tennis has ever had, and the entire tennis world witnessed it. Before we talk about tonight's match, I want you to see the big picture. Alex Eala came into Dubai on a wild card, and no one believed she'd go far. Round 1, Round 2, Round 3. She took down names that I'm going to tell you about in just a second. And when she stepped into that quarterfinal, it wasn't as a lucky guest. It was as someone who earned every single step of the way. Coco Gauff arrived in Dubai with French Open and US Open titles to her name. She's the world number 4. And tonight, she played like she was invincible. But here is what Gauff said after the match, and I promise you, this part will give you goosebumps. Soft CTA. If you want to make sure you never miss a deep dive into Alex Eala's journey, subscribe to Pro Tennis 360 right now. Hit that notification bell, because with what's coming for this girl in 2026, you'll want to be here from the very beginning. Now, let's start at the beginning. Because to understand why this quarterfinal matters, you need to know exactly what Alex fought through to get here. The road to the quarterfinals. From a wild card to the final 8. Alex Eala did the unthinkable. Let's look back at the Dubai draw this week. And I need you to really look. Don't just skim it. Sit down and feel these numbers. Alex Eala entered with a wild card. That means the organizers believed in her when her ranking wasn't quite high enough for an automatic spot. A wild card isn't a charity gift. It's an invitation for those who can put on a show worth watching. And Dubai was right. Round 1, Hailey Baptiste. Not easy, but doable. Alex wins. Round 2, Jasmine Paolini. World number 8. Roland Garros finalist. Former Italian Open champion. And Alex Eala beat her in straight sets, giving Paolini zero chance to counterattack. That wasn't a lucky upset. That was a tactical masterclass from a player who knows what she wants and knows how to take it. Round 3, Sorana Cirstea. World number 32. Someone who just won a title last week and was on a 7-match winning streak. One of the most informed players on tour. Alex drops the first set 4-5, then pulls it back to win 7-5. Second set, 6-4. 3 wins. 2 of them against the world's top 35. A WTA 1000 quarterfinal. The second of her career at just 20 years old. And now, standing right in front of her is Coco Gauff. Let's be real for a second. When the quarterfinal draw came out and Alex got Gauff, what did I think? I thought, this is going to be a lesson. An expensive, but necessary one. Gauff is on another level. Gauff is on a different trajectory. And in tennis, sometimes you have to lose to a truly elite player to realize the gap you still need to close. But I also thought this. Alex Eala wasn't supposed to be in this quarterfinal on paper. She bought her ticket here by taking down 2 top 35 players. No one can ever take that away from her. So, how did Gauff versus Eala actually unfold tonight? The match, the truth behind 6-0, 6-2. What the numbers say, and what they don't. 6-0, 6-2. I need you to look at those numbers calmly. If all you see is a heavy defeat, you're looking at it all wrong. Coco Gauff tonight wasn't just at her normal level. She was in the zone, that state of flow every player on tour knows and fears. Serves precise down to the millimeter. Unbelievable forehand angles. Taking the ball so early, it cut her opponent's reaction time down to 0. Gauff didn't let Alex breathe. She didn't let Alex think. She didn't let Alex establish any kind of rhythm. Set 1, 6-0. Alex made errors, Gauff didn't. It's that simple. Set 2, Gauff immediately jumps to 4-0. And here is where the thousands of Filipinos in the stands went quiet. It's that silence you hear when people are still standing there, still believing, but just don't know what to shout anymore. 33 unforced errors. That's Alex's count for this match. That number says it all. It just wasn't her night, physically or mentally. This was the first time in Alex's career facing a player of this caliber, on a stage this big, under this much pressure. And here is what I want you to understand. This is not a failure. This is data. Every unforced error tonight is a lesson. Every time Gauff took the ball early is a glimpse into the future. Every moment Alex felt she couldn't keep up is a question that she and her coach, Joan Bosch, will answer in the coming weeks. Alex called for a coaching timeout multiple times. You saw her shaking her head. You saw her talking with Bosch. That isn't a sign of weakness. That's the sign of a competitor trying to find real-time solutions under immense pressure. But tonight against Gauff, there simply were no solutions. The moment, a historic break of serve. When Alex Eala refused to quit, a moment to remember. And then, the moment happened. 0-4 in the second set. Alex Eala is staring down the barrel of a double bagel. 6-0 and soon to be 0-6. For any other player, this is the time you check out mentally, rush through the match, and hit the locker room. Nobody would blame you. But Alex Eala didn't do that. She held her serve, and then she broke off. 2-4, the stadium erupted. Let me tell you why that moment is far more important than you think. The last time Alex Eala was double-bageled was in 2022, Madrid Open qualifiers. She was 16. It's a painful memory. And tonight, facing the very real danger of repeating that nightmare. On the biggest stage of her career, in front of thousands, Alex said no. She didn't refuse to lose because she thought she could win the match. She refused because of who she is. Philippine flags waving, deafening roars, thousands of fans cheering like it was championship point in a Grand Slam final. Because to them, to us, it mattered more than any match point. How did Gauff react? She stepped up, won the next two games, closed it out 6-2. But those were the two hardest games Gauff had to fight for in the entire match. And you know what's interesting? Gauff herself said after the match, even when I was up 6-0, 4-0, I knew she could come back at any given moment. I've seen her do it before. The world number 4, a two-time Grand Slam champion, playing in her absolute prime zone, and she was still on high alert against Alex Eala. Not out of politeness, out of truth. That's not a defeat. That's ultimate respect. Gauff's words, when the opponent speaks the truth. What Coco Gauff said post-match will make you rethink everything. Now let's talk about the most crucial part of tonight. Not the score, not the stats, but what Coco Gauff said before she even walked off the court. First of all, Gauff hit 8 double faults in this match. 8. Even when winning 6-0 and fully in the zone, she's human. She still had moments where her nerves were rattled. The question is, why? Gauff answered, the crowd. Thousands of Filipino fans created an atmosphere that Gauff admitted she had to figure out how to handle. Her trick? Whenever you guys were cheering for Alex, I just pretended it was my name. And I think it helped me a lot. Coco Gauff, world number 4, had to use mental tricks just to survive the energy of Alex Eala's fanbase. If that doesn't give you chills, I don't know what will. But here is the part I'll never forget. Gauff looked up at the stands, at the thousands of Filipinos waving flags, wearing team colors, holding back tears, and said, I'd like to thank Alex for bringing a new demographic to the sport. Then she smiled and added, I know sometimes it's tough when you're playing against a home crowd, but I think it's great for the sport. So keep being enthusiastic and keep rooting for your player. This isn't standard PR courtesy. This is an acknowledgement from one of the best players in the world. What Alex Eala is doing, building an army of fans, turning stadiums into spectacles, putting the Philippines on the global tennis map, matters far more than any ranking. That is a legacy, and she's only 20. The stats, undeniable numbers. Numbers don't lie. What did Alex Eala just accomplish? Let's talk numbers. Because in tennis, rankings are currency. And after this week in Dubai, Alex Eala's bank account just got a massive deposit. Ranking jump. Ranked 47th before the tournament. She is projected to climb into the top 35 to 38 range once these quarterfinal points are calculated. That is huge. That's the difference between grinding in qualifiers and getting direct entry into upcoming majors. WTA 1000 quarterfinals. This is her second career QF at this tier at age 20. The WTA 1000 is the second highest tier in tennis, right below the Grand Slams. You don't get to the final 8 here without beating serious contenders. There are no shortcuts. History maker. Alex is the first Filipina player to break into the WTA top 40. Now post-Dubai, she's inching closer to the top 35. Every step up is a new page in the history books. Let's put this into context. Jasmine Paolini, her round 2 victim, is a former Roland Garros finalist. Sorana Cirstea, her round 3 victim, was on a 7-match win streak. Those weren't flukes. That was pure skill, tactics, and grit. And the stat I want you to remember most. The last time Alex was double-bageled was in 2022. She was 16 playing qualifiers. Tonight, at 20, playing a WTA 1000 quarterfinal. She flat out refused to let history repeat itself. For years. From Madrid qualifiers to Dubai quarterfinals. From a kid learning how to lose to a star learning how to fight to the bitter end. That's the journey. And we're only in chapter 1. Tactical analysis, the gap and the path forward. The gap between Alex and Gauff. Weaknesses to fix. Now let's talk straight. If you're an Alex fan, a real fan, you need to hear this. 6-0, 6-2 is more than a score. It's a gap. And that gap has specific names. Reaction speed. Gauff took the ball about half a second earlier than Alex on almost every rally. Sounds tiny, right? But in elite tennis, half a second is the difference between defending and attacking, between being proactive and reactive. By taking it early, Gauff stole Alex's time to think. And Alex, already under massive pressure, couldn't adjust in time. The serve. Gauff's serve is powerful and consistent. Alex's is not. Those 33 unforced errors? Many started because Alex was immediately thrown on the defensive after a weak return or a soft second serve. The serve is not her strength right now. She knows it, Coach Bosch knows it, and they are working on it. Big stage pressure. This was Alex's first time facing someone of Gauff's caliber on a court this massive, carrying this much expectation. That's a mental hurdle you can't simulate in a gym. You have to live through it. Tonight, Alex lived through it. Next time, it will be different. But here is what I want to stress. These gaps are not permanent. Jasmine Paolini is world number 8, and Alex dismantled her this week. How long will it take Alex to close the gap with someone like Gauff? Nobody knows for sure. But based on her current trajectory, nobody should bet against her. The crowd, thousands of Filipinos, and what it means. Dubai turned into Manila. This is bigger than sports. Let's talk about the one thing the mainstream media isn't covering right. Thousands of Filipino fans packed the Dubai stadium tonight, waving flags, wearing national colors, flying in from Manila, Cebu, Abu Dhabi, and across Dubai, just to scream the name of a 20-year-old girl fighting to avoid a double bagel. And Coco Gauff felt it. Gauff, who has played center court at Wimbledon, Roland Garros, and the US Open, admitted she had to use mental tricks just to survive tonight's atmosphere. Because it wasn't a normal tennis crowd. It was a movement. When Alex Eala steps onto the court, she doesn't just represent herself. She carries the dreams of millions of Filipinos, people who never thought one of their own could stand in a WTA 1000 quarterfinal, looking Coco Gauff dead in the eye. When Alex held serve at 0-4 in the second set, when she broke back for 2-4, the crowd didn't roar because they thought she'd win the match. They roared because she was fighting, because she refused to break, because she reminded every single Filipino watching, we do not quit. That isn't just sports. That is identity. And now, after this week, Alex Eala isn't just a tennis player. She's an icon, a reason to believe, living proof that the Philippines can compete at the highest level of the world. Not someday, but today, right here in Dubai, under the blinding lights of a WTA 1000. Gauff acknowledged it. The WTA sees it. The entire tennis world is on notice. The big picture, more than just tennis. What Alex Eala has changed forever. Take a step back and look at the whole canvas. This is the most important part of this video. 20 years ago, Philippine tennis was practically invisible globally. 10 years ago, nobody imagined a Filipino player cracking the world's top 50. Last year, nobody believed Alex Eala would be standing in a Dubai quarterfinal forcing Coco Gauff to use mental tricks to tune out the crowd. But all of that just happened, and Alex Eala is the reason why. This is the representation effect. When one person shatters a ceiling, millions of others start to believe they can too. When Alex beat world number 8 Paolini this week, how many Filipino kids picked up a racket and thought, if she can do it, why not me? Gauff saw it. That's exactly why she thanked Alex for bringing a new demographic to the sport. It wasn't lip service. It was reality. Tennis, especially at the WTA 1000 level, needs moments like this. It needs players from unexpected places to stand up and say, we belong here too. It needs explosive crowds waving Philippine flags in the middle of Dubai. It needs a 20-year-old tearing down every limit the world ever tried to place on her. After Dubai, Alex's story isn't just about Philippine tennis anymore. It's the story of anyone who was ever told you aren't good enough, you're from the wrong place, or you don't belong here. Alex Eala stood on the courts of Dubai and answered all of them with her racket. A star is born, the beginning of something great. Alex Eala lost to Coco Gauff tonight, 6-0, 6-2. And here is what I want you to take away from this video. Losing is not a failure when you've done everything right just to earn your spot on that court. Losing isn't a failure when you had to dismantle 2 top 35 players to get there. Losing isn't a failure when the world number 4 has to grab a microphone and publicly thank you. Here is what Alex Eala achieved in Dubai. 3 WTA 1000 victories, 2 against the top 35, a quarterfinal appearance, a gritty break of serve against Coco Gauff at 0-4 down when everyone thought she was done, a stadium packed with thousands of roaring Filipinos, a global shout-out from an elite champion, and a ranking that's about to hit the top 35, the highest in Philippine tennis history. She is 20 years old. Her next quarterfinal will look completely different, because now she knows exactly how heavy those stadium lights feel. She knows exactly what it's like to absorb the blows of a player at Gauff's level. She knows exactly what gaps she has to close. And anyone who has followed Alex knows this one truth. When she knows what needs to be done, she gets to work. Dubai isn't the end of the story. Dubai is chapter 1. A star was born, and you were here to witness it. Soft CTA. This is exactly why you need to subscribe to Pro Tennis 360 today. We are tracking every single step of Alex Eala's journey. Indian Wells, Miami, Roland Garros. Every tournament, every win, every climb up the rankings. Hit subscribe. Turn on notifications. This journey is just getting started, and you'll want to be with us from right now until the day Alex Eala lifts a Grand Slam trophy. That is the day we are waiting for, and we will see you there. Laban Alex. Laban Pilipinas. Philippines Tennis.